the channel and welcome if you are new. I just wanted to jump on here really quick. Today is actually Thursday, so as you're seeing this, it's probably going to be Friday afternoon. I was supposed to film this a long time ago, like 2 days ago. I just haven't had a chance to, so I'm gonna do this real quick. I currently am 37 weeks and 6 days. According to the doctor, I'm 37 weeks and like 3-4 days. I'm 3 days currently, according to the doctor. I went to the doctor's on Tuesday and they pretty much just like listened to the baby's heartbeat and then measured my stomach. They said that she's measuring right on track. I actually go to a ultrasound today to find out how much she weighs and to just get like one last look of her before we actually have her in our arms. This is going to be the last ultrasound. This is my first ultrasound with this doctor and my last. So we'll see how things go. I know I cannot have anybody with me, so John is just going to basically drop me off and wait for me in the parking lot like he does for all my appointments. I can FaceTime him, so I'm probably more than likely going to FaceTime him on video, whatever you want to call it, and go about it that way. Let him be able to be a part of it when he's really not there, but it makes it look like he's there, like type of thing. So that is that. So when I went on Tuesday, it was a new doctor. Not a new doctor, it's still in the same practice. It was a new doctor to me. I haven't met this guy yet, and this was my first time meeting him. And I actually met him because he is the doctor that's going to be on call on the 23rd when I go in and have my C-section. So he's going to be the doctor that's doing my C-section. So I went in and he asked me about if I wanted to get my tubes tied, and I said no, I don't. I'm still kind of deciding if I want one more or not. I'm kind of leaning towards I want one more because I've always wanted 4 kids, but I'm also kind of leaning I don't know yet, so it's like in between. And he was like, that's perfectly okay. You can have, if you want another child, that's perfectly fine. So he's on board with us having another child, like in the way future. I know it's like so soon to try to even think about that because this one's not even here yet, but I definitely didn't want my tubes tied. So he's not going to tie my tubes. He's going to just allow me to have this one, and then if I want more in the future, I can go ahead and have more, which I'll probably only have one more child in the future. To be completely honest with you, I've always wanted 4 children, so that's probably what I'm going to stick to and then be done with it. So they told me to go ahead and schedule my C-section. So he took me down. We already knew the date was going to be the 23rd from my other doctor. So he took me down to the scheduler. She got me on the schedule, so it's official now, which is like even more nerve-wracking. Now it's definitely going to be the 23rd of November, so she's going to be born 5 days before my birthday. And that's a Monday, so she'll be born on a Monday. So I have a Friday baby, a Sunday baby, and a Monday baby. So she'll be born on a Monday. I have to go into the hospital at 8:30 in the morning. He has another C-section at 8:30, so they're gonna bring me in at 8:30 and prep me and get me ready, and I'll follow that C-section. So once he's done that C-section and everything's all done and he's good to go, we will then proceed with my C-section. Okay. I will proceed with my C-section, which is probably, they said about 10:30, maybe sooner, depending on how well everything goes and how quick everything goes with the previous one. So he's going to do my C-section. He's also going to do a wound vac. I want to get into this really quickly with some of you may not know, so I'm gonna go ahead and quickly get into this. a wound vac. Down here they call it something different. I forget what he said. But in New Jersey it was called a Pico Pack. It's literally this bandage that goes on your incision, and it has a battery operated little device on the end of it, and it has a cord on it, and it gives you a lot of room, whatever. And it basically is like a vacuum. It sucks it to your skin, so it suction cups itself to your skin around your incision. That way there, like, no water can get in, no sweat, nothing can get in, no dirt, no nothing can get into the incision itself. So in my opinion, I had it with Juliana, in my opinion, it definitely made things so much easier. Like, it stays on for a week after your surgery. I can't think of the word. It stays on for a week, and then when you go back, like, I had staples with Juliana, so when I went back to get my staples removed, they took off the bandage, which kind of hurt a little bit. Not too bad. It was just like pulling of the skin, like taking an old band-aid off, basically. And then they took my staples out, and 90% of them were already falling out. So they took the rest of them out, and then I was good to go. I was definitely feeling myself. John had to remind me several times, you just had surgery, you need to calm down. Like, it was major surgery. Like, I didn't feel like I just had surgery at all. So that was a good thing. I do highly recommend it to anyone who has to have a C-section, to ask, like, your doctor or whatever, see if they provide it or they'll do it, because it made things so much easier, especially having a toddler already at home. It was so much easier. That's why I wanted to do it again this time, because now I'm gonna have two running around at home and a newborn to take care of. So I wanted to be able to do that, and because I hate depending on other people to help me out and do things. Like, I have to do it. I cannot just, like, sit around and do nothing. Sorry, I keep yawning, so if you see my eyes getting really watery, it's because I keep yawning. I'm super tired again today. But, so he said he was going to go ahead and do that for me again this time. Again, like I said, they call it something different down here. So, it depends on where you live, I guess. Like I said, New Jersey definitely called it a Pico Pack, because I remember. But down here, I forget what he said. It was some long name. So he was like, oh yeah, it's a wound vac. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it a wound vac. So hopefully he does staples. I don't know how things are gonna go. I go back to on the 17th to the doctor, for one last checkup before baby girl makes her arrival. So almost a week before, like literally 6 days before I give birth, I have to go for another checkup. They're gonna just measure everything. They're gonna just make sure she's doing good, and then probably discuss, like, little bits and pieces of what's gonna happen at the C-section, which I already have, like, a good idea. I've had two, so it's nothing new. And then the 20th, which is Melanie's birthday, and I didn't forget. The 20th, I have to go anytime during the day, between, like, between the hours that are on my paper, I forget the hours, it's like 8 and 4 or something like that. I have to go get blood work, which I'm gonna try to vlog that experience. It's a drive-through, so you literally sit in your car, pull up, they come out, get your name, information, and then go back in, grab a little bucket. I only know this because my mom did it. You grab a little bucket, and they take your blood right then and there. So I'm thinking that it's for COVID testing. because I know there is COVID testing that is done through your blood, because the rapid test, I've heard of it, so I'm thinking it's COVID testing because I don't have to get a COVID test at all. So far they didn't say anything about it, so, and I didn't have to give blood the day before or a couple days before I had Juliana. They never asked me to go get blood. I know down here they probably do things differently, but my mom has also had to give blood the day before any procedure or surgery that she's had down here so far this year. So I'm assuming that it's for COVID because my mom never had any COVID testing other than the blood drawn, so I'm assuming that's what that's for. So I have to go on Friday the 20th at any time during the day between those hours they gave me to get my blood drawn, and then Monday morning I report to the hospital at 8:30 in the morning, and I cannot have anything to eat or drink after midnight the night before. So this should be amazing. Not really, but like I said, today I'm going to have my ultrasound done, and they're like Braxton Hicks right now as I speak. I'm gonna have my ultrasound done. They're gonna see how much she's measuring. She has been kicking like crazy and moving around real well. I haven't had as much. I started having a lot of pressure a couple days ago, but when they asked me if I was feeling anything or any pain or anything, all I said was I was just having pressure, and they just like pushed it off. Never really said anything about it, so I'm assuming it's normal. I really thought that it was because I was checked for dilation, because right after I was checked, like the day after, I started getting a bunch of pressure, but it hasn't been too bad. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and record when I get home from the doctor's office. I might try to screen record while I'm at the office, like the ultrasound part. I don't know if I'm going to be able to screen record it. I'm going to try while I'm on video call with John, but if I can't, I will obviously talk about what's going on. If they send me any pictures or give me any pictures, I will show you guys. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm hoping that she's at least over 5 pounds by now, because she sure as heck feels like it. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will catch you guys when I come back from the doctor's. I have an appointment at 1:40. It's currently like 10:30ish right now. So I'm gonna go eat some lunch in a little while, get a shower, all that fun stuff, put the kids down for a nap. My mom will be here with them, and then head on over to my appointment and see how things go. So I'll update you guys once I get back. This is not how fast we are going. I have sped up these clips just to move it along a little faster because they are very long. Hi guys, so I was supposed to do this yesterday morning, or yesterday afternoon when I got back from my appointment. As you saw in the previous clips, that is what we had to deal with going to my appointment and coming home. It rained so much in the past 2 days out here, non-stop pouring down rain. So that is what we had to deal with. I was literally right on time, and we had left at like 1:15 and my appointment was at 1:40, and it only normally takes about maybe 10 minutes to get there. I had an ultrasound done. She is currently still breached. Sorry if you hear the kids, they're all playing. I think one's by my door. Her head's in like my ribs, so every time I bent down I knew something was there because something would jab right up into my ribs. So that is her head, and her feet are down, which I knew something was down real low because I've been getting like kicked or punched or something, but it is her feet, so she's kicking me. That's lovely. They measured her, and it's only an approximate measure. This probably will be off a little bit, and that's what they normally, it's just a measurement. It's like off by a couple ounces most of the time, not even close to a pound. But she's currently weighing 7 pounds 2 ounces, which is huge for me. Both the girls were only 5 pounds. Kylie was 5 pounds even, and Juliana was 5 pounds 4 ounces. So I thought that was a big baby. This one's gonna be even bigger. She's doing good. Her heart rate was 160, which is perfect. And the ultrasound tech said that it looks like she has a lot of hair. Not like a lot, but a decent amount of hair, I should say, which is also different because both my girls had like little to no hair when they came out. So we'll see about this one. She did give me some photos. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys one by one. This is her face. You can see the nose, the 2 eyes. This is a profile view of her. Her nose is up at the top there, and then another profile with her nose up at the top there, and these are her hands. So she's doing pretty good. She's right on track for everything. Yesterday I would have filmed this sooner, but I had some, I want to say they're Braxton Hicks, but I'm not 100% sure. They could be false labor, I don't know. It was pretty intense, like not bad, like not painful. It was just really uncomfortable, and I just couldn't deal with that. I lay down, drank some water, took some Tylenol, and they kind of went away. So far, fingers crossed, nothing this morning. Please ignore my children screaming in the background. They are fighting over toys probably. But so that pretty much does it for this video. That was just my little update. It was a very quick ultrasound. She only gave me 3 photos, so her head is like up in my ribs, like I said. She was moving a lot. Couldn't really get decent photos. But she's like a little chubby face. Look at the face. Chubby face. So in the comments down below, I want you guys to go ahead and drop what your guesses are that she weighs when she comes out. Keep in mind, they did say that she's weighing 7 pounds 2 ounces. I still have another week and a half to go, well, 10 days, and they said within the next couple of days she could gain another half a pound. So keep that, well, in the next week she can gain half a pound. So keep that in mind when you make your guesses. I'm not going to say what I think, because I'm not quite sure. I'm starting to lean towards that she's going to be closer to 7 pounds, but I'm not 100% sure. So go ahead and leave in the comments down below what you think she's going to weigh. And just for something fun, how about we also put what time you think she's going to be born. My C-section is scheduled for me to be there at 8:30 in the morning, and they said about 10:30 normally my C-section will begin. So go ahead and drop the time you think she's going to be born and how much you think she's going to be weighing, just for some fun, and see who gets the closest. So go ahead and drop that down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, and don't forget to leave your comment. And I will catch you guys on the next one, which will probably be next Tuesday or Wednesday. This next update will be up, being that I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday for my final doctor's appointment. Things are getting close now, guys. I'll catch you guys soon.